Forgiveness is something that many survivors struggle with. And part of what many survivors think about is, or struggle with, is forgiveness necessary? And think about Von Alex, who we've talked about before. He's there thinking, this is my fault. I should have done something. I could have done something. That self-blaming is problematic and is continuing to cause him problems. So in general, forgiveness is something that's valued by all societies and faiths. And forgiveness is really difficult. I'm not talking about superficial forgiveness. Oh, that's okay, right? What I am talking about is that holding a grudge takes a lot of energy and not very pretty energy. So what we want to do is find ways to contextualize a person and to forgive them as well as ourselves when that's appropriate. And forgiveness is about both people. So Tyler Vanderwill, who is one of the big people in, looking at forgiveness, says, it is not just, we don't mean, okay, no consequence. Because consequences may be the appropriate thing in a given situation. But forgiving the wrongdoer means that we're not doing it out of a desire for vengeance, but that we're doing it in a way that is tempered by mercy and a desire for his or her good, and also for our own. So Friedman and Enright describe a four-step process. They talk about first engaging in uncovering. In this case, the injured party becomes aware of the emotional pain and recognizes how that pain can actually feed itself and cause more problems. The person then takes or makes a decision to heal and recognizes that forgiveness is one step towards that and commits to forgiving the injuring party. The third step, the injured person strives to understand the injurer, not to excuse the injurer. And I think this is where many of us get stuck with forgiveness. It's not excusing, but understanding and seeing that person as a member of the human community. We all make mistakes. And to recognize where those mistakes came from and maybe move past that in some way. The fourth and last step that Friedman and Enright describe is forgiving others, and that forgiving others may help people find meaning in the suffering that they've faced. That includes increased compassion for self and others. So imagine Alex Vaughn stopping and saying, I was doing my job. I was trying to do the best I could with the information I had. Maybe I would do something different next time, but I was really trying to do the best. And the forgiver discovers the paradox of forgiveness. That is, when we give others mercy, when we're generous with them, when we are give them moral love, we also are healed. So this is a bi-directional process. It's not just, oh, it's okay, honey. But finding, we're deepening as a result of the kinds of relationship that we're having or we set up. So is forgiveness possible? And, the research suggests that yes, forgiveness is possible. The book that I have here or have linked here is a good, good exercise, provides good exercises for learning how to become more forgiving in appropriate ways in less than 2 hours. And as a result of that, we see decreases in unforgiveness. We see our unforgiveness is where we are sort of stuck in the issue. We see decreases in depression and decreases in anxiety. All of these are significant differences. I'm going to say goodbye and see you in the next video. Take care.